It's curious, the things we pass down to our children. The Ashcrofts have been in banking since the Regency. We've passed down houses, titles, expectations, and other inheritances, less visible ones. The stiff upper lip, we call it. A particularly British gift for carrying on. I've been the matriarch since Mummy died, the one who holds it all together, with little help from Dr. Morrison, of course, but then who isn't these days? I was so focused on keeping up appearances, I never saw my daughter was drowning in my reflection, until I saw her there, in that hospital bed. That was when the whispers started at that bloody school coffee morning, whispers that followed me to centre court on that day at Wimbledon. The irony wasn't lost on me. The very pills meant to help me hold everything together. Yes, well, I doubled the dose that morning, triple gin at lunch, anything to stop picturing Sophia in that bed. Inside, I was coming apart at the seams. Outside, I held my champagne steady, until I didn't. I remember James and I battled furiously that evening. I just wanted him to leave me alone. My head was swimming. But what he showed me next stung with terrible clarity. My medication, in my daughter's bag. The tools I'd used to maintain our perfect life had become hers to escape from it. She wasn't just self-medicating. She was copying me, to a T. A visit to Dr. Morrison revealed that my liver was already struggling. He couldn't increase the dose, but I couldn't decrease it. So what to do? I almost laughed when he mentioned generational trauma. How could something my grandmother felt then affect Sophia and I now? But what he said next reminded me of something I hadn't thought of in a long time. He suggested Switzerland, a private clinic on Lake Zurich that understands how to analyze these things and has helped others to manage unique lifestyles without the medication. Switzerland. My grandmother spent her final years on Lake Geneva. The only time I saw her at peace. She used to float around the house with a lightness, a stark contrast, I was told, to the woman my mother grew up with. So, by the tranquility of Lake Zurich, the pattern emerged like a family tree. My grandmother lost a full set in the war, as they used to say back then. She survived by employing a conspiracy of silence. My mother rebelled against that coldness with wild abandon, and I tried to perfect what they couldn't balance. We weren't sick, we were adapting. Each of us, brilliantly, necessarily adapting. But just like soldiers, unless we can adapt to the peace that we survive, we pass our wars down to our children to fight. And learning how to choose what we pass down to our children, that's not failure, that requires leadership. It was the hardest 4 weeks of my life and the bravest thing I've ever done. The patterns don't have to repeat. That's the inheritance I choose to leave. Us Ashcroft girls were always so strong, but now perhaps we can be whole. I'm not alone in this.